Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another kind of versus slash update and in that vein. And this is between two fragrances are inspired by Francis Kerjan Oud Satin Oud. Francis Kerjan Oud Satin Oud is quite famous. It doesn't need introduction. It's a very pricey, around same size bottle around these ones, which is 100 ml. You'll expect it to pay around £300, and these two under £30 each of them. But with Baroque Satin Oud, which is Alhambra, this one is Alhambra Baroque Satin Oud, for some reason is at the moment is quite pricier. It is over £50. Used to be under £30, but somebody somewhere hyped it and now it is going for more price. The fragrance world Barakkat Satin Oud is much cheaper. It hasn't been hyped. Still, you can find it under £30 easy, and they both 100 ml. They both Eau de Perfume, and they both are very close to Francis Kerjan Oud Satin Oud. I would say both of these are around 95% close to the original one, which is very impressive, especially for the price. In terms of in terms of performance, Baroque Satin Oud is a little bit stronger. On my skin goes over 10 hours. On t-shirt and material goes over 12 hours. With the fragrance world Barakkat Satin Oud, on my skin goes over 8 hours. On t-shirt goes over 10 hours. So they are quite close. Not, it's not a big difference between them, but nevertheless the Alhambra Baroque Satin Oud is a little bit stronger, although the bottle in front of me is been maturated. It's been in the bottle for a long time, at least for 6 months or so. And the fragrance world Barakkat Satin Oud, I just unboxed it a couple of days ago, so it is still in the process of macerating or maturating. So I'm expecting the Barakkat Satin Oud by Fragrance World to behave and to give us a performance similar to the Alhambra Baroque Satin Oud. So in terms of performance, they are almost very close to each other, although at the moment right now, when I am giving you my giving you my feedback, the Baroque Satin Oud by Alhambra is a little bit stronger. So for that, yeah, this is the difference between them at the moment in front of me. As I said, the fragrance world Barakkat Satin Oud hasn't been macerated, hasn't been maturated, so I'm expecting that in few weeks and few months it becomes stronger and stronger, and also better and better blended. Right now, the Alhambra Baroque Satin Oud is much smoother, better blended. It is stronger, and also it is much better, smoother, and overall is a hint of better quality to it. Although again, I think is because of the maceration, because the Baroque Satin Oud by Alhambra has been sitting in this bottle for 6 months at least, so it is it's had the time to blend better and become better perfume overall. So in that term, again, they are very close to each other, although the fragrance world Barakkat Satin Oud is a little bit rougher in the beginning, especially for the first 5-10 minutes, a little bit on the rough side, a little bit on the sharp side, but later on it becomes smoother. But the Baroque Satin Oud by Alhambra from the get-go is very smooth, and is almost buttery smooth. Again, so I'm expecting this one to sit in the bottle for a few weeks and few months and become better and better. the fragrance world Barakkat Satin Oud. So that is in terms of performance. In terms of longevity, in terms of projection, similar story. The Alhambra Baroque Satin Oud is much louder. I would say at least about 3 to 4 hours of an arm length projection. With the fragrance world Barakkat Satin Oud, I had about a couple of hours of arm length, and after that story sort of subside. But again, I think this maceration or maturation is going to be playing a big role in the fragrance world Barakkat Oud becoming better and better. So what I'm reporting to you, what I'm giving you the feedback, is what I'm having in front of me. What in front of me at the moment, it is this story. But don't forget, at the moment you can buy fragrance world Barakkat Satin Oud much cheaper than Baroque Satin Oud by Alhambra. The reason, they both are similar price, or used to be similar price. Just a few weeks ago they both were priced at under £30 easy, sometimes even cheaper. But Baroque Satin Oud by Alhambra at the moment is being hyped by somebody or some people somewhere, and is pricey, almost double the price right now of the fragrance world Barakkat Satin Oud. But if you stuck on both of these and you don't know which one to go for, I would say go for the easiest one to buy in your area and the cheapest one to buy in your area. So Google it, see which one comes up, compare them together, and if you are interested in two of these or one of these, which one to go for is, for me, is easy. Which one is easier for you to get, and also easier to buy, and also cheaper to buy, because they are so close in terms of smell profile and quality. In terms of smell profile, they are 99% similar to each other, very, very close. Again, both of these are 95% close to Oud Satin Oud by Francis Kajjan. And in terms of closeness to each other, they are around 98 to 99% closer to each other in terms of smell profile. So it's like identical from the same jar. But the only difference I could find for my nose, my experience, is that Baroque Satin Oud by Alhambra is a little bit sweeter. Yeah, a little bit sweeter, a little bit smoother, a little bit more long lasting. Again, bear that in mind, this one hasn't been macerated or maturated for only a couple of days now, and this one has been macerated or maturated for 6 months and more. So that's the only difference I could find. That is, the Baroque Satin Oud by Alhambra is sweeter, is smoother, is more better blended, but not too much. When I'm talking about these things, maybe 5% between them. Okay, it's not a huge difference. Okay, so when you smell them side by side, when you smell them especially in the air, it won't make any difference. In the air, they're almost 100% similar to each other, but on the skin, if you dig your nose and you're looking for something, obviously you find some nuances and small differences here and there. But overall, they are very, very close to each other. I would say around 98% to 99% close to each other in terms of smell profile. So in terms of quality, similar story. Although I gravitate a little bit more towards Baroque Satin Oud by Alhambra, because it's smoother, it's more rounded, it's sweeter. They're both very, very sweet. They're both around 7 to 8 in terms of scale of sweetness, 10 being the sweetest. So they're both very, very sweet. But Baroque Satin Oud is even sweeter. So it is giving it a little bit more sweetness in here because of the different elements in here to give it that more sweetness. In terms of smell profile, again, very similar to each other. They're both very woody, very sweet, very rosy, and the rose in both of these are a massive player. So you need to like your rose fragrances to enjoy these two, because 90% of what you get out of these two is all about rose, and more rose. And the roses in here, both of these are jammy and is sweet. The roses are spicy, and they are ambery and woody, and all these things giving it that very beautiful appeal, very delicious. They're both of very gourmand. In the same time, they are very floral, and they both have very powdery feel to them as well, powdery, dusty, and also huge rose, as I said. So you need to like your rose to enjoy these two. Both of these are quite on the mature side. I would say at least 25 and up to be on the safe side. Both of these are unisex to my nose, but they both lean a little bit on the feminine side because of that big roses plus the big iris and the violet flower plus the jasmine you get in here. You're gonna is going to lean a little bit on the floral side, so naturally a little bit on the feminine side. But to me, these are 100% unisex, no difference between man and woman. As I always say in my videos, if you like a smell, wear it. If you don't like a smell, don't wear it. As simple as that. Forget about the distinction between this fragrance for women and men, because it doesn't mean anything. It's just a marketing BS. But at the end of the day, because I'm a reviewer, I have to mention these things for you guys. Some of you guys, maybe this is important to you, so I'm going to mention these things. So in terms of occasion, both of these are very good for going out, for evening, for formal occasion, for a special occasion, for a close encounter, dating, clubbing. All these things these two are very good for them. And in terms of season, both of these are better suited for cooler weather, but you can use them in spring and autumn as well. But summer, you have to be careful with the trigger, and also if it's very hot, it could be cloying. Both of these could be cloying. In terms of presentation, as you can see, both are very attractive bottles, although I gravitate a little bit towards Baroque Satin Oud by Alhambra, because at least it is a little bit different from what the Francis Cajan Oud Satin Oud is. This one is almost 100% identical to Francis Cajan Oud Satin Oud bottle. For that, is nice, is beautiful, is very good, is very heavy, but I prefer this one a little bit. But overall, they're both very good presentation in here. Nothing differentiate them that much. In terms of ratio for what you pay, what you get, both of these, if you can find them for a very good price, are absolutely amazing for the money. They smell great. They good perfumery in here, good ingredients in here. Both of these open up beautifully, like a beautiful perfume. No harshness, no chemical, no feeling of cheapness in here. The only thing is, both of these in the first 1 minute or so could be a little bit on the sharp, little bit on the alcoholic side, but they go away very quickly, and you will end up with a beautiful fragrance for the rest of the day. As I said, both of these are very long lasting, but at the moment, Baroque Oud is a little bit stronger as well. So overall, I recommend both of these, highly recommended for my taste, for my age, for my experience. Both of these are worth every penny. It's depending on yourself. There is not much between them, but as I said, my recommendation, if you are interested, my recommendation is to get the one or both of these. If you love the DNA of these fragrances, why not? But if you are stuck between one of them, and you are going to choose between one of them, and you are interested to buy one of them, then I would say buy the one that is easier and cheaper in your area to get. Okay guys, so that was the difference between these two, or the verses video. If you have them, if you know them, if you try them, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems, and these two are definite hidden gems. And if you want to purchase one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link as well. There are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. They are ultra beast mode, 100% natural, amazing value for money. They smell great, they are unique, you're artistic, and the quality and the ratio for what you pay and what you get is the highest you can get. I put more than 60% perfume, pure perfume oil in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that's why they are huge in personality and huge in terms of longevity and performance. I'll leave them in the links. Thank you very much as always, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.